Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the vlog. um, it's been really interesting for the past couple of days because I'm doing a lot of law of attraction work, and it's just interesting seeing it. Well, not really seeing it, but feeling it all work in the background. Yesterday, if you guys haven't heard of Christina Quick, she's an awesome tarot and spiritual business mentor. She actually has a channel on here, Tarot Biz Mentor, I believe it is. And she has 2 quantum leaps, which, if you don't know what a quantum leap is, it's pretty much astral projection. It's taking you from point A to point B instead of in a zigzag in a straight line, just making a direct path to it and making things manifest and making things happen easier. And I went ahead and got her psychic quantum leap for activating all of your abilities at the same time, and I got her Master Manifester one, and both of them are on Thinkific. Tonight, I was excited because I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just do the Master Manifester one because that's what I'm really working on, is manifesting, and I'll do the psychic one later on today. And so it was like it was like 9 o'clock last night, and I went ahead and started it, and it's interesting because doing astral projection and quantum leaps are different for everyone, and I've never actually done one before. So I blacked out. And but when I came to again, it was when we were merging with our divine selves, with our higher being, whatever you would like to call it, the better version of yourself in multiverse theory. So I was combining with her, and just the entire left side of my body was like firing. With how long I've been meditating on and off since I was 16. And when I meditate now, my conscious brain is still all over the place. And sometimes it'll bring up random thoughts into my mind because we need our thoughts. We're constantly thinking of things. But it's just a matter of focusing on something. So I like to do music because one of my clair abilities is being clairaudient. So music is really mellowing for me, especially depending on if there's binaural beats and the note frequencies and if there's no vocals, because if I have vocals, I'm going to pay too much attention to that. When I meditate now, even to just listening to something like rain sounds or water, I will feel all the energy in my body, like every nerve ending fire. And it's caused a few interesting trips to the hospital where I'm like, I'm in pain, I feel like there's something wrong, and they're like, no, you're fine. Last night during the leap, when I merged with, the person that I would like to be, and that has already existed in my vortex, when we merged, my entire left side was like, and I got a Charlie horse in my right calf, and I couldn't move because I'm like, oh god, it's coming. I can feel it. I'm gonna freak the hell out because I hate my Charlie horses. They get so bad. And I was just, everything was twinging, and it's like usually what I feel the most in a meditation is my third eye. I'll actually feel it like firing off, and the third eye, like, where I have where I have my scar. Or I'll feel my crown firing off, and then that usually tells me, ooh, my guide is trying to tell me something. Or, okay, my angel's trying to tell me something. What's up, Raziel? So everything was firing at the same time, and I could feel like this line down a part of my body when we merged through, and I'm like, okay, because one of my goals is to lose some weight because, I'm hefty. And so I'm like, okay, so this person is thinner than me because I can literally feel the break off from how I am to how they are, how they can fit inside of me. And it's only on the right side I felt that. And it was just a matter of I'm on the right track. I didn't get any messages besides just what I already know, which is to keep going with what I'm doing and to work hard. Well, not work hard in the sense of overwork myself, but I am not quite ready to receive what I want to manifest. So all I have to do is keep doing what I'm doing, and I'll be fine. That really ties into this morning's daily draw, because like I said yesterday, I've been using the Dreams of Gaia because I'm an intuitive tarot reading mentor, and this deck is the most intuitive one that I own, and I love it because it's on its own little different system. So I actually pulled Thought for this morning, and this is a beautiful card. The core basis for this card is what you are thinking, you are manifesting into the physical world, so watch your thoughts. As soon as I ended the leap and I turned off the recording, it was 11:11. And then I went ahead and I splurged to Christina and I told her everything about it because I couldn't get to my journal at the time. It was dark and my body was like, whew. But as soon as I finished that, it was 11:22, and I'm like, okay, so obviously the things that I want to manifest are happening right now. Everything's just telling me, okay, you're good, and just keep on the right path. And I find it so funny that this morning I'm getting another affirmation for that. And you'll notice as you do tarot or as you do any kind of work on yourself, it'll start affecting the physical world, which I was explaining that to my husband yesterday, and he's like, well, if you do think about it, anytime you work on yourself and do anything to help yourself spiritually, you start making more great things happen for everybody here. And I'm like, that's true. The next thing that I wanted to share with you guys to continue from yesterday, we're just going to go through this book, through The Goddesses for Every Day by Julie Lohr. We're just going to go through it and just take notice of the goddess every day, and you can compare it to your own daily draw and share in the comments below what experiences that you have. So today we have Nisaba, the Sumerian goddess for architecture, record keeping, and writing. And it's very interesting for her because her contemplation, because you'll notice when you get this book, if you ever do, at the bottom they give something to contemplate for meditation. And it's saying, the words of my mouth and my pen are as true and constant as the stars of heaven. And I just find that so beautiful because it's true. Whatever our initial thought, well, when we think a thought, we are expressing what we want, whether it is a negative or a positive thought. When we translate it into words or write it down, it's even more powerful because we're adding more energy to it. It takes energy to speak what we think, and it takes energy to write down what we speak or think. So that's incredibly true. So whatever comes out of you is 100% true for what you are. I find that so powerful compared to my draw today because it's all about manifesting. It's been a very interesting journey, and I'm excited because I like to be that kind of tarot mentor or tarot reader that I'm not going to do something on somebody else unless I've already done it. I always test all my spreads on myself first, especially when I'm teaching things. Right now I'm building the rest of Crone Academy, which you haven't heard of my program. It's basically an intuitive divination center, and right now we are building the psychic course. And it's psychic and magic development for diviners specifically, so it's teaching you how to build a spiritual practice, how to meditate, how to use chakras, everything like that. And there's 3 workshops that I will be doing with the people that are members in the course. So all 3 of those workshops I've done myself, and I'll be doing with them, because I don't like it when a reader or a mentor hasn't experienced what they're giving out. They just come up with it on the spot and then they just give it to somebody else. So for example, we have an empath one, and because I am a director, I have a degree in theater, I'm an actress, I'm a director, I'm a stage manager, costumer, everything. When it comes to empaths have issues with figuring out how to deal with certain emotions, because some emotions are stronger than others. And part of the training that I did as an actress was a lot of character work. And we always make fun of actors in the sense of, what is my motivation? What does my character want? When really it's really true. What your character wants is going to be different than what you want. And so I bring a lot of that theatrical side into my readings and into teaching it. So for the empath workshop, I'm actually doing literally a character work workshop that I did where we put on emotional masks. And we basically, everybody went home with a mask. They had to color it after, or design it after an emotion. Everybody had to be different. We came back, put them in a box, and everybody picked one. And we did this a couple times. Everybody got a different emotion. Make sure that you have a different emotion every time. And we put the masks on and moved about the space, and we interacted with the other emotions, or we sat with ourselves. We felt them at strong levels, at pure intensity, and then we felt them at when they were only a little bit. You know, and it was so powerful experiencing the different emotions and how they could affect you, because not only did that prepare me as an actor to go forth and deal with those emotions on stage in a healthy way, not in a method acting way where you think of a point in your life where you were depressed or you were incredibly furious and you tap into that and you use that. No, because that's how it gets toxic for you, and that's how you end up getting too into it and risk a danger to yourself or other people. It's more, you're creating the life of that character. And that's what I like to do with tarot reading and looking at the tarot cards and seeing, okay, if I was in the Eight of Cups shoes, what emotion would I be feeling? What thoughts are running through my head? Because then that's going to make me change into that person. And you can get super minute with it. You can get down to the body position. And even last night during the jump, when I opened my eyes again, I felt my vocal cords in a different position. I felt my fingers naturally take a different position. I walked to the bathroom and my walk was a little different. And it was like tweaked slightly, but not so much that it would be seeable to other people, because I've done so much in myself and I know how my body is, and I've done this work so much that I could feel that difference. And I like to express that. I was thinking back through what I wanted to help other people with, and I'm like, that would be a wonderful thing for empaths, because I did that character workshop, I'm able to deal with the emotions of my clients better. I get people that are in a panic, and I can not only relate to that and pick that up, and then I'm like, ooh, okay, I can feel it in my chest, how I'm like hyperventilating a little bit. I can feel in which chakra the issue that I'm having, and in relation, the issue that they're having. So I can feel that difference, and that would be a wonderful thing, I feel, to help with people who are empathic. Because especially if you're new at it and you don't know how to handle it and you're dealing with toxic people and things like this, you get this overwhelming sense of emotion, or you pick up on other people's emotions, and it just stresses you out. So because I've experienced that workshop and I know how it works for me, like we even broke it down to different ways that you breathe and movements in your body to get something. Because I've done it myself, then I can help someone else with it and we can experience it together, you know? And I feel like that helps me manifest as well, circling it back around, because I go on tangents. So if I feel like it helps me manifest more, because the more you feel a certain emotion, like the happier you are, the more optimistic you are, and the more grateful, enjoyable everything is, the easier things can manifest. And that's what's drawn to you, are more things that you're grateful and more things you enjoy. Whereas if you focus on the pessimistic and you focus on the negative, that's what you draw to yourself. So I feel like this is going to be incredibly fun. I can already feel a difference. Like I sat down to meditate this morning and I already felt a difference. And I'm like, ooh, I can feel the manifester in me. And this is going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. So give me your thoughts about that. In the comments, tell me what you think about, just manifesting, how it relates to your tarot reading. What work have you done on yourself that you've seen has really worked out for you?